Well, welcome back everybody. We are going to Arena Championship Series number 4 live at Dallas, Texas. We're at the arena, which is home of the Dallas Stars and the Dallas Mavericks, and we're going to get ready to get started. Now here's our timing racing bracket. We will have Samson the first, and El Toro Loco, AMPM Boss, Kraken, Hot Wheels Racing 1, Kamikaze, including Monster Mutt and Gravedigger. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Swampy and Samson. Last year he was Stadium Championship Series West. Now he's back in arenas, this time as a full person to be in arenas. And now let's see in his timing racing. He's trying to rock and roll in here in the Lone Star State right here in Dallas. And let's see right here. Swampy better be careful. And they had this little pole thing, this safety thing just to make a turn, but it didn't work out. Barely started. 1275 is the timing system for Swampy and Samson. That's 1275. Let's see, can any trucks can be lower than that, or otherwise if it goes higher, Swampy will win the racing. Good run by Swampy. He did everything he can out there. He tried really fiercely, to try to do his best, but I mean, somewhat okay, but all that stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Junior in El Toro Loco. Let's see what Junior is going to do. Junior last year, he did okay from his tour, but now this time he said he's not going to put a fail to himself. He's going to pull it up the upset. Down to the final turn, Junior's trying to get in there, and he's going to be the one by being the best. And to the jump right there, and the timing racing goes 1178. Wow, it looks like he beat Samson's record with 1178. Now remember, Junior has to stay consistent and convenient, because if he can't, then I believe it's a big game over. Good job by Junior. He tried everything right there. 1178 is a timing system to beat, but we're going to see some more action. And here comes, it's been almost after 1 season ago. She wasn't back, and now she's making her real life world debut here. But this is not this is not like her first debut season. It's Star Butterfly in the new AMPM Boss. Man, I love the sound of that truck. That sound of the truck really is amazing, because we use these good looking headers. And 1080, oh my goodness, not bad by Star Butterfly in AMPM Boss, representing a former truck. And fun fact is that for those guys that watches Herbie Fully Loaded, the truck that made its appearance as a cameo where Herbie destroyed all the tires, that was the original chassis from AMPM Boss. Man, that was a good one. 1080, I'll give her that. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Ryan Turner. That's Timmy Turner's son, who is driving behind the wheel. Kraken, if anyone knows what mother is he related to, he's related to Trixie Tang. You'll probably see the twins, Tommy and Tammy, from the actual show, that maybe later on this season, but they're still too young. But anyways, Ryan's going to try to get it up right there, as he's going to pull the upset and get in the game, and it'll be a 1242. I don't think that's going to be enough for AMPM Boss, because I remember it's 1080. So it's 1080 for AMPM Boss. So unfortunately, Kraken, not the way what Kraken wanted, but still, at least he did everything he can in his best. Important abrasive run for Kraken right there. Not bad by Ryan Turner. He is Timmy Turner's very first child. He's Timmy Turner's still baby boy, but still, all that stuff. And speaking of that, here comes his father, Timmy Turner, in Hot Wheels Racing number 1. He's going to be driving Hot Wheels Racing 1 throughout the entire season, and he's representing for Hot Wheels. And it's funny, because Timmy Turner used to drive Hot Wheels, then he went to Team Hot Wheels Firestorm, and now he's in Hot Wheels Racing number 1. And Timmy Turner, let's see what he's going to try to do. And Turner, man, he has some great relationships with Hot Wheels. Well, it's 1214, but 1080 is supposed to be the timing system to defeat AMPM Boss, which is not the way what Timmy wanted it to do, but still, Star Butterfly, heck of a racer. Good run out there by Timmy Turner. At least he tried everything he can out there. I mean, not the way he wanted to do, but still, it is what it is. And also, another truck that hasn't been here last year, a driver that hasn't been last year. He was a former driver of Necessary Roughness, and now you get to see this truck here. It's Hiccup in Kamikaze, all the way from, How to Train Your Dragons. He used to drive the truck called Necessary Roughness. After Necessary Roughness was gone, he didn't show up last season. But this time, we get to see him in Kamikaze. 1267, which is not enough. Unfortunately, he didn't do well, not really, because of the final turn. It slowed him down. Hey, but since Kamikaze cannot be in Monster Jam, for reason stuff, not going to get to that. But you'll get to see Kamikaze here in Nickelodeon Disney Cartoon Network. So we're glad to see it, representing one of the Team Throttle trucks. So yeah, that's how it is. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Wander and Monster Mutt. Now, I talked to Wander about it before the show started. He did tell me that last season didn't work out, but maybe this season could be his year. He's got a feeling, and maybe we could see Monster Mutt in the Monster Jam World Finals. We don't know yet. Last time he was at the World Finals was World Finals 25, but we're going to see how he's going to try. Well, not really a good timing for 1209, but it's not the way what Wander wanted it to. But hey, at least Wander did everything he can out there. Not bad. Wander did everything he can out there. He tried to show it up to the game right there. pull it up to the game. Unfortunately, not the way he wanted to do, but still, it is what it is. However, you know, he tried his best, but yeah, that's how it is. Here comes a guy that I tell him that he's like our version to Weston Anderson. It is Chicken Little in Gravedigger. Let's see, can Chicken Little go undefeated for 2-0? Right now he's 1-0 because last season he made his arena debut. Now let's see, he's gonna do it again with this Gravedigger. Chicken Little better. Oh, he's got to be careful because he's slowing down a little bit. It is not looking good so far. And down to the final turn. Oh no, he slowed down. I think it's not going to be enough. Yup, I knew it. 1237 is not enough. Because remember, 1080 is a timing system defeat for AM/PM boss of Star Butterfly. So yeah, not the way he wanted. I mean, I didn't expect it wasn't going to be that, you know, that way and stuff like that. But I was expecting maybe more from him. But man, you know, not the way we wanted to see. But it is what it is. Anyways, congratulations to Star Butterfly for winning timing racing at Dallas, Texas at the Lone Star State. Looks like she's going to have a good free brisket or some stop by at the Buc-ee's gas station, maybe, but I'm not so sure yet. But still, it is what it is. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the Monster Jam nickelodeon charaters two-wheel skills competition. We're going to find out who's going to be the best by being the best. Here comes Junior in El Toro Loco. He's related to all the Orca family. Aside from Shamu, he's not related to them. That, like I mentioned before, he's related to Titan, Bombshell, he's related to Little Captain, and Chubby. They're all 5 brothers, and the funniest thing, all 5 brothers are now competing in Monster Jam nickelodeon Cartoon Network. Boy, Junior better get it out right there. Put it in the strategy right there. I mean, not bad, not that bad, but I don't see it from happening, but still, we'll see. One more hit to go. Can Junior pull the upset right there? We don't know yet. So far, as of I know, I don't know yet. But we will see how he does it, how it feels and stuff like that. But let's see what he's going to do. Junior's ready to line it up right there. Up over the top right there. And not really, but it is what it is. I don't see anything from happening, but still, it is what it is. What a good run by Junior. Ladies and gentlemen, in the El Toro Loco. Tried everything he can out there. Not the way he wanted to do stuff like that, but everything. And the timing and the score is going to be 1.148. Fans going to give him a 1.023. Expert judges give a 1.302. I mean, too low for the fans, too high for experts. I don't know what the heck. They're both in the wrong in this one, but that's just me, so I'm not so sure what's up with that. Anyways, Timmy Turner in the Hot Wheels Racing #1. I was gonna say Team Hot Wheels, but he's Hot Wheels Racing #1. Anyways, he's a former driver of original Hot Wheels monster trucks. He drove all the Hot Wheels trilogies. It started with Hot Wheels throughout his entire year, then was Team Hot Wheels Firestorm, and now is Hot Wheels Racing #1. Timmy Turner has been very loyal, to shout out to Mattel, aka Hot Wheels. He's very loyal to the company for a very long time, and he still is, even to this day. And he won 2 World Finals champions with the truck. The racing title was back at World Finals 3, and I will never forget when we did the first ever 36 monster trucks, which was back in World Finals 19 when he won that racing competition. Well, freestyle competition on World Finals 3, but racing in World Finals 19. So yeah, like I mentioned. Anyways, Timmy's gonna go for the perfect 2-wheel skill maneuver. Not really. I was expecting it was going to be a lot, but it's not the way I wanted to see from Timmy Turner. I know that Turner's not liking it so far. I don't blame him for the stuff, but still, it is what it is. You can't blame him for everything. I know how pissed, how upset he was, but still, I mean, it happens. You can't do nothing about it, so things happen for a reason, so, all that stuff, everything. Anyways, 1.082 is the score. The score for the fans give him a 1.001. Expert judges give him a 1.021. I mean, solid, decent, not really that much, but I will give him that. But Turner tried everything he can, so yeah, it is what it is. Here comes Swampy in the Samson monster truck. Let's see what he's going to try to do for tonight. Although Samson, last year, he didn't work out for his stadiums. Let's see, can arenas work out? People predict that his arenas could possibly work out because that way the smaller venues could possibly work out for Swampy, but we're not so sure yet. We'll see. Swampy's pulling up the line, up over the log stack, and perfect sky wheelie. Okay, I will give him that. That's a perfect sky wheelie. Pretty not bad, pretty decent, but he still got one more hit to go. Swampy's trying to get in the game out there. He's going to try to do his best, as looks like he's going to try to do a perfect 2-wheel skills maneuver right there. That's what he wanted to do. And yeah, it looks like that's what he wanted to do. Up over that, ladies and gentlemen, to the skills. And no, I don't see that happening. Well, I didn't want to see Swampy like this. I hate to see this, although the arms come off with the front hood, but it looks a little weird without it, but still, it is what it is. Good run by Swampy, not the way I wanted to see from him. He tried everything he can out there, but still, it is what it is. I can't say much and stuff like that, but still. Well, at least he tried his best, but not the way he wanted to do, but still, it is what it is. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Star Butterfly, an AM PM boss. We're going to see what she's going to try to do. Now, a lot of people that didn't notice that this is Star Butterfly's first time ever broadcasting the real world. She's not our very newer driver. She's been around for a while. Her original truck was Wolf's Head, which everybody remembers. Wolf's Head, the monster truck, that was her original truck. After Wolf's Head didn't appear last season, she couldn't appear. But now I decided to put her in AM PM Boss, one of the oldest trucks, representing a gas station that is local in my hometown state, California. For a lot of people that didn't notice, AM PM is a gas station, but the truck was not inspired by the gas station, so that's not, it was inspirational, but you can say it looks similar to the one, the logo and all that stuff. Anyways, ooh, Star Butterfly. Oh, save it, save it. Oh my goodness, come on. No, no, no. No. I remember I was at the MJU, well, MJU2 in my one of my brother's imaginary cities. I was hanging out with this gal out there. I gave her the keys and everything, but she's really good out there. 2.004 is their score. The fans gave her a 1.900. Expert gave her a 2.001. I mean, fans is a little too low, but the experts, yeah, I would say, yeah, it's a decent score. Just the fans is just not the make a sense score. So yeah, that's just me. Speaking of that, here comes Chicken Little and Gravedigger. Racing did not work out. I don't know what was going on in racing, but let's see. Can two-wheel skills work it out for him? I'm really hope so. We're going to see how it goes for two-wheel skills. And yeah, we're going to see how it goes. And it looks like he's going to hit the tire stack. And okay, not really. But let's see what he's going to try to do right there for Chicken Little. Chicken Little looks like he's just trying to keep his maintain his focus, and it's going to be an NA. No, there will be no score for Chicken Little. Unfortunately, the rules are this: you're supposed to hit one, like not one, but you have to hit two obstacles. The rules are this: you have to hit two obstacles. If you hit only one obstacle, flip over, cause problems, there's no score. Unfortunately, it's a symptomatic rule that we had to do, and it has to be a necessary rule, so there has to be no score. So I mean, he tried his best, but there will be no score for Chicken Little. I know he's very upset. I don't blame him, but you know, that's how it happens, and stuff happens. You can't blame him and stuff like that. Point at the starting line, here it comes Hiccup and Kamikaze. Now, for a lot of fans that didn't notice that Kamikaze, well, it's its Monster Jam debut, but not the driver. Hiccup started Monster Jam way long before, you know, he didn't came up last season because, you know, after the departure of, what's that truck's name? Necessary Roughness. We know his wife Astrid used to drive Chassis Snapper, but now since Hiccup's back, maybe we'll have Astrid maybe coming back next season, but it's just a rumor for now. But right now, it's no decision. It's an honor for him to come back. Now he's behind the wheel of Kamikaze. Now he's sharing the tour with trailer mates with Star Butterfly's truck. And Kamikaze looks like not the way he wanted to start, and he's trying to, like, let's see if he can try to do a perfect two-wheel skill. I mean, not really much as I see from it, but you know what, it is what it is. But still, what a good run from Hiccup and Kamikaze and stuff like that. So not until these type of political things, I know what it means, but we're not going to get to that. We're just going to focus on is the trucks. Not bad run by Hiccup and Kamikaze. I like the part how he's trying to keep it, you know, distance and stuff. And the score is going to be 1.1202. Fans give him a 1.002. Expert judges give him a 1.200. But you know what? Decent run by Hiccup and Kamikaze. Not bad for Kamikaze's debut, and Hiccup, the rate, you know, to see him returning, but we're going to get some more Monster Jam action. Here comes Timmy Turner's son, or should I say his first baby boy child. That is Ryan Turner in the Kraken monster truck. Let's see what Kraken is going to do right there. Representing from the Tom Flores Motorsports. Remember Tom Flores? Yep, because, you know, they got Jester, Kraken, and Excalibur. Now they got that new truck called Misfire, which is under by Brooke Pagliarulo. But anyways, let's get back to the action. Not bad for the first hit right now by Ryan Turner. You know, he's just going to try to do his best. And it looks like he's going to do this double lock stack to hit. Let's see if he can try to do a perfect sky wheelie. Up over to the jump right there. And pretty not bad. And whoa, whoa, careful. Reverse it. Can he reverse it? Okay, I will give him that. And that's a good one. Okay. And he's still going. And he's still going strong right there. Not bad for the good one. That's what I'm talking about right here by Ryan Turner and Kraken. That's what I like to see right now. Ryan Turner, not bad for his run out there. He's just rocking and rolling out there. I really love that how he runs and trying to do everything he can out there. And the score is going to be 2.305, and the fans give him a 2.104. Expert judges give him a 2.259. Not bad run by Ryan Turner. You know what? He's did everything he can out there, trying to show it off right there. I'm very proud how this kid is trying to do everything he can out there. He has no doubt about it, you know, trying to fulfill his run-up, something like that. But yeah, that's what I like to see. Pulling up the starting line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Wander in Monster Mud. Let's see what he's going to try to do. And let's see what he's going to see, how he's going to fulfill, you know, to do a perfect two-wheel skill run. Wander Monster Mud, let's see what he's going to try to do. And he's going to reverse the truck. Not bad out there by Wander Monster Mud. And it looks like he's going to forward the truck. Okay, pretty not bad. And he still has one more hit to go. So Wander has to make sure that he's trying to make sure that he has to make a perfect run out there. I'm not so sure how is he going to try to do, or he's going to get back in the game out there. But we'll see how he's trying to do. He's trying to figure it out. It looks like he's going to hit the log stack. Just a perfect, or not the log stack. I don't think so. Maybe the 8 tire stack. Probably those 8 tire tractor stack. I think they call it the 8-pack. That's what they're mostly called. But, you know, that's what's its original name. Anyways, it looks like he's going to do the sky wheelie. Oh, he's going to reverse more? Okay, he's going to do something bigger for all the fans right here in Dallas. And it looks like Dallas, Texas taking off their smartphones. And not bad. Okay, I'll give him that. I mean, it's a pretty good run out there by Wander and Monster Mud. Really rock and rolling out there. That's what he was trying to do. And he's going to wave it to all the crowd right here in Dallas, Texas. That's what he wanted to do. Alrighty, so let's go look at the instant replay as we're looking at the highlights right now. And we still have the old traditional begging for bones on the bottom side of the truck. Oh my goodness. Anyways, the score is going to be 1.956. The fans give him 1.859. The expert judges give him a 2.055. I mean, pretty decent score from both sides. I would say decent scores, but no doubt about it. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, it looks like Ryan Turner is your two-wheel skills winner, followed by behind him was AMPM Boss Star Butterfly, and there is Wander Monster Mud in 3rd place. Junior made it to 4th place, and then you have Kamikaze, Hot Wheels Racing 1, and Samson, and all that stuff. But anyways, so yeah, congratulations to Ryan Turner. He is now your two-wheel skills winner. Not bad for Timmy Turner's baby boy, and now we're getting ready to get started with some freestyle. Now pulling up the starting line, here it comes, Star Butterfly in AMPM Boss. Now, 2 years ago, she was a former driver of Wolf's Head. After Wolf's Head's been departure, since a lot of people, just in case if anyone came in the last moment, that no one didn't notice. But now, AMPM Boss is here, and we got one of the oldest names of the truck, created by 2 people, and it was originally from California. For a lot of people that didn't notice, whoever watched the movie Herbie Fully Loaded, if everybody remembers the monster truck scene where Herbie landed on top of the monster truck, break all the tires, that was the original AMPM Boss's chassis, which is under a different body. I mean, it was a good truck, but really disappointed they had to destroy it. But there's a reason why, because, you know, the villains always happen. But in reality, it wouldn't be like that. But anyways, let's get back to the action. So, man, I really like how she's trying to really did everything she can. And I remember this girl came from another dimension, grew up in California because of her love of her life, Marco Diaz. And now she's a California girl trying to original truck that is made in California, and representing a gas station that's all the way from California. For everyone that don't know, that AMPM is an actual gas station located in the West Coast. Although it's California, but it's also anywhere in the West Coast. Well, not everywhere, but oh, looks like she's going to flip it over. But not just California, but I do see one in Nevada, in Las Vegas. But anyways, what a good run out there by Star Butterfly in AMPM Boss. I remember I was at the practice facility, or the MGAU on the 2, on one of my brother's imaginary city, and looked like the score's gonna be big. 6.482. The fans are gonna give her a 4.99, and the expert judges give her a 6.013. I mean, not bad, perfect score how they gave it to her, but the fans, I don't think so. But still, anyone didn't notice, yeah, AMPM's an actual gas station. Well, it's mostly in California, mainly California, I'll be honest, but yeah, we did have some in Nevada. Anyway, so let's get back to some action right there. Not bad by Star Butterfly, but this is Ryan Turner in Kraken. Ryan's going to get ready to rock and rolling out there. He is a, you know, second generation. And from the start, he started out driving like 2 years ago as an actually a year ago as an 18-year-old kid. He was 17 or 16 when he was part of our minor leagues. And, you know, our minor leagues or independent shows, that was part of us. But still, you know, it's great to see him, you know, performing, you know, as a young age. And now there he is right now as, you know, 19-year-old, getting ready to be 20 sooner. But yeah, we're going to see some Ryan Turner action. Let's see what he's going to try to do. I like the part how he's trying to, you know, get in the game out there, and he's trying to show it off to all the Monster Jam fans out there, trying to, you know, break it in, you know, trying to no doubt about on himself, trying to be the one by being the best, and look like he's just phenomenal with this run out there. 45 seconds to go for Ryan Turner and Kraken. Let's see if he's going to try to get it up the game. Up over the log stack, not bad. Okay, I will give him that. Pretty amazing start by Ryan Turner. I will give him that. He's just really hauling out there. Hauling, I'll be honest. He is hauling out there. He's not trying to doubt on himself. Play the game like, you know what, he's making sure the track will be the victim, not the vector on this one. Anyways, this kid is look like he's going to be on his way to the big leagues if he could try to get in the game. Last year he was stadiums, but didn't work out because, you know, the stadium was too much for him. So we decided to put him arenas, and look like arenas starting to work out a little bit more for him. 7 seconds to go. Let's see, can he try to see if he can try to pull up more here in the Lone Star State. And he's going to cyclone it. He's going to cyclone time. Cyclone time. And the cyclone time, really awesome right there by Ryan Turner and Kraken. There he is, waving it to all the crowd right here in Dallas, Texas. Dallas fans are really loving it so far and all that stuff. Not bad right here for everybody to see right there by Ryan Turner here in the Lone Star State. He really hollered. He just hollered out there. And the score is going to be 5.209. The fans give him a 5.102. Expert just give him a 5.047. Not bad. I will give him that, like, at least a decent score. I mean, I remember that Star Butterfly got a 6 point something. So I'm assuming Star Butterfly is taking the lead right now. But we'll talk about the winning freestyle runs out of after. Here comes Chicken Little in Gravedigger. Now, last year he was doing good, but this time he's having a little trouble. Racing did not work out well. Skills had trouble, but let's see, can freestyle work out. And it looks like he's driving one of the newer version of the old chassis of Gravediggers. Let's see what he's going to try to do. And his run has just started right there. Not bad for a Gravedigger, as we're going to get ready to get started. How he's going to do. Boy, Stuart Little has to, you know, keep it simple. And look at the gap between the body and the tire. Reminds me of the old days, how, you know, how the tires and the gaps, you know, how long and how wide they are. And it's funny because back in the 2000s, for a lot of people that didn't notice about me as AALS, back in the old original days, every time I see Monster for the old days, I thought they were bigger and the tires were a little bit more injured than compared to today's, but not really. They're still the same size as they were to this day, but I thought they were like more big, a little 5 times bigger than the original ones, but turns out not really. They're still the same size they were to this day, but, you know, nothing against that, but, you know, they're just monster trucks. You know, we're just glad to have some monster trucks action. And Gravedigger Chicken Little, come on. Chicken Little, not the way he wanted, but oh my goodness. Chicken Little did not want it this way to happen, but, you know, I don't blame him and stuff. I heard the reason why, you know, yeah, you know, that tires were back in the days, that the reason why there's a gap between the bodies and tires are shorter now these days because of the turning and stuff. Anyways, 4.288 is the score, and it looks like the fans give him a 2.256. Expert judges give him a 5.739. I mean, expert judges, good one, but the fan judges, I don't know. That's too low. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Swampy in the Samson Monster Truck. Let's see what the Swamper's gonna do. Representing for a lot of people, or a lot of new generations that didn't notice, is that Disney used to have an app called Where's My Water. I think it's still down. I think you can still get the game. I'm not so sure. It's been a very, very long time. It's an old 2000, early 2010, 2011 games where you play as where you try to dig into stuff to get the water for good old Swampy. And you know, Swampy is whatchamacallit, is trying to, you know, take a shower and stuff like that. So yeah, the alligator loves to take showers, but the alligator loves to drive it. I know his crush, who is whatchamacallit, who from the game, that she is his crew chief. I'm glad to see her, you know, taking care of her love of her life, in the love of his life in the track. And oh, look like Swampy, and Swampy looks like he's damaged already. Oh yeah, they're gonna shut him down. Oh yeah, he damaged the suspensors. I don't know what they're called, but they're like these things that support the suspension from the thing from the backside. So there's nothing you can do about it. What a good run by Swampy. Go look at the replay right now, 2.856, and the fans give him a 3.001. Expert judges give him a 2.916, which, I mean, it was a solid, decent run, but unfortunately Swampy, not the way he wanted to do. but that was a pretty damage. Look at that. Ooh, and he really damaged it really good. Here comes Junior in El Toro Loco. Let's see what Junior is going to do right there. He is one of the Orcas family. We know that he's the second to last. Actually, no. Was he? Actually, no. He's the very last. He's the 5th of the 5th child. You know, his older brother is Titan. That's his oldest brother, Titan. It all started because a Titan was the first one was born. After Titan was Bombshell. After Bombshell, it was Little Captain, then Chubby, and now Junior. And Junior looks like he's trying to keep it as simple with the truck right there. But we'll see how he does it right there. And, oh, not bad right there by Junior in El Toro Loco. And it looks like it's going to be a no score. There's going to be no score for Junior in Toro Loco. I mean, it sucks how it happens, but you can't do nothing about it. So it is what it is. So stuff like that happens. So let's go look at the replay right now. See some highlights, but unfortunately there will be no score for Junior. I mean, he had his good moments and stuff like that, but unfortunately he lost balance of the truck after that flip, which you guys are looking at it right now. After that flip, he lost his balance, but there's no way heck he cannot recover it, so that's how it is. All right, coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Timmy Turner in the Hot Wheels Racing number 4. Actually, Hot Wheels Racing number 1, I meant to say. I don't know why I said number 4. Anyways, glad to see Hot Wheels Racing number 1's back. And you know what, glad to see Timmy Turner still representing the Hot Wheels even to this day. Like I mentioned before, in the early 2000s, he was mainly known for Hot Wheels monster trucks. That's where back in World Finals 3, when he became a freestyle world champion. And then during the 2010s, you can say era, it was Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. And you can say that he did won a World Racing Champion back in 2019, I believe. No, yeah, it was World Finals 19 in 2018. That was Timmy Turner's World Racing Champion with Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Now, it's funny because if you look at the 2000s, he's a freestyle. He's a world champion in the 2000s, like the early ones, and the latest 2010s, he became a racing champion. But I asked Timmy earlier, I told him, Dad, what is it like now those past 2 decades you won 1 World Finals? Do you think 2020s will be your year? In his response, he was like, you know what, as much as I want to say yes, but I still got some little bit of juice in me. I don't know how long I'm going to drive, but all I can say is that I really hope I get another champion with Hot Wheels Racing number 1. That way to represent, you know, Hot Wheels and Mattel for their strategies, because that Timmy Turner has great relationships with Mattel and Hot Wheels, you know, very great relationship for a long time. And he still has a relationship back then and still is to this day. And he's still representing their truck and Hot Wheels. We couldn't be proud to have Hot Wheels Racing number 1 in Monster Jam, nickelodeon Cartoon Network, but it's our Monster Jam. Anyways, it looks like his freestyle is going to come to an end right there. What a good race by Timmy Turner. And he's going to Cyclone Time. Cyclone Time. Now bad for Timmy Turner, all the way from Dimsdale, California. And it's SoCal, which is like somewhat of a suburb area of Los Angeles. Timmy Turner, man, he really loving it. And everyone calls him the buck-tooth pink cat boy. And he still is to this day. They still mess with him. Anyways, the score is going to be 5.283. Fans give him a 4.999. Expert judges give him a 5.983. Not bad by Timmy Turner in Hot Wheels Racing number 1. His mission is he wants to go back to the World Finals, the biggest event, because we're going to Vice City, and that's what all the fans wanted to see. Another driver that wants to go to the World Finals is Hiccup in Kamikaze. Glad to see Hiccup. For a lot of people who barely got in the video in case for the timing of the live stream or, you know, pre-recorded video, is that this is not his Monster Jam debut. This is Kamikaze's debut, but this is Hiccup's, you know, I believe that's his 5th or 6th season. I can't remember. But anyways, I'm going to get to that. He was a former driver at Necessary Roughness, which is one of Hot Wheels Monster Trucks toys that was created. And Necessary Roughness was his original truck. After the truck's departure, we couldn't get it back. Now we got Kamikaze, and it's a brand new, somewhat of a brand new truck. Well, it's a new truck to us, but it's a truck that a lot of people from the real life noticed that it represents from Team Throttle. And I know the truck never, well, the chassis did compete, but not really compete with Monster Jam. Don't know why, but not into that. Anyways, but still, we love to see Kamikaze here. And it looks like he's trying to keep a distance out there. He wants to go to the biggest event of the year, the Monster Jam nickelodeon Cartoon World Finals. I really love the design, especially the white body with the blue, the red, and the, you know, the mask. Everything is pretty amazing right there for Hiccup and Kamikaze. And it looks like he's just, you know, wrap it up right there. I know his wife Astrid is watching. We hope we get to see Astrid soon. She's out of Monster Trucks for a while, but Hiccup's glad to be back. I asked Hiccup, what is it like now that, you know, to be back with, especially with a, even though you're driving a different truck. He's like, you know, as much as I miss necessary roughness, that truck made a name for myself, but still, kamikaze, really amazing. I kind of miss it, a lot of, you know, stuff. It feels like, you know, even it was a emotional moment, feels like a homecoming show for Hiccup. You know, he's not going to get to that, but still, he did a great, perfect freestyle. I will give him that. What a good freestyle by Hiccup the kamikaze. Oh, and he banged the wall. Not the way you wanted to end it off. But still, he's going to wave it to all the fans right here in Dallas, Texas. Hiccup and kamikaze, man, phenomenal run. I really loved how he run it out there, rocking and rolling, and he never doubt on himself. Perfect run by Hiccup and kamikaze right there, and he really did everything in his phenomenal way. And the score's gonna be 5.609. The fans give him 5.306, and expert judges give him 5.869. Pretty not bad, I will give him that, but still, it is what it is for kamikaze. You know, he's just tried everything in his phenomenal race out there. Not bad by Hiccup. You know what, we still got more Monster Jam action coming out there. Here comes Wander in the Monster Mutt. Let's see what the Monster Mutt is gonna do right there. He's the very last person to go freestyle, which right now there's gonna be some rule changes, a little bit of something, you know, about the whoever goes timing racing wins, goes last. But we know Wander didn't win, but we expect Wander was gonna go for it, but not really. However, there's gonna be some more changes and stuff like that throughout the future. Anyways, and his freestyle has just started. He will be our last freestyle competition of the night. Let's see who's going to win tonight's freestyle competition. Last time I remember, I think it was AMP and Boss. I'm not so sure, but we'll find out. It's not right now. But even though the venue already know who's winning and stuff like that, but we're just doing the TV show version. But anyways, let's get to that. So Wander, I asked him last year. I told him that I know last year didn't work out, but do you think this year could be your year? Especially, you know, you can get back in the game with Monster Mud. He's saying that his mission is that he would love to, but, you know, we're going to see what's going to happen. But main focus on is try to go for it and try to see if we can go for a win and stuff like that. But oh, it looks like he's shut down. Oh yeah, his freestyle's done. Yup, it looks like the rod from the front of the right side, you guys are looking at it right now, on the bottom side got off, so there's no way you can't do about it. Wander is out, so completely out. I know Wander's pissed right now. He is very upset. I don't blame Wander for his upset. You know, I know it happens, but you can't do anything about it. Stuff like this always gonna happen. Remember, these monster trucks can break anytime. And the top score is going to be 3.085. Fans give him a 3.199. Expert judges give him a 2.960. I mean, not bad. It was a really decent run score, but, you know, all that stuff. But still, at least he tried everything he can out there for his run. Anyway, so it looks like I got it. Star Butterfly is the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Butterfly wins timing racing. Congratulations to Ryan Turner for winning skills. And Star Butterfly is your freestyle winner. I'm very proud for these guys and gals out there coming up. But still, congrats to Ryan Turner for his skills. And Star Butterfly wins Racing Freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Butterfly is your overall event champion. Congratulations to her. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, to give a shout out to beammonsters and the creators. Whoever's the creators of the mods or anything, shout out to you guys. We are not the ones that created the trucks or the tracks. It's the creators of the beammonster community, giving all that stuff. Anyways, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe to our channel right here to MJNDaC. And also, if you guys want to comment anything about it, head down to my channel, AALS3179. Anyways, good night, everybody from Dallas. We'll see you guys soon.